To create a starting chain, the first thing you need to do is make a slip knot. Okay, and then pop that onto your hook. Pull the tail to tighten the slip knot. Now you don't want this too tight, it wants to be able to move up and down. You need to tension the yarn. Now I like to tension it by weaving it in and out of my fingers, but the goal is for the yarn to finish by going over the top of your finger. Okay, I'm going to hold the slip knot with my middle finger and my thumb, just keep it steady. To make a chain, the hook goes around underneath the yarn, so the yarn has come over the top from the back. Then I'm going to pull the hook towards me and at the same time turn the tip so that it's facing down towards the knot of the slip knot and pull that through. Okay, and repeat again, that's one chain. So we're taking the hook around so that the yarn comes over the top from the back. I'm going to pull the hook towards us, turning the tip so that it passes through the loop on the hook. Now all the time you'll notice that I'm holding the chain and the knot with my middle finger and thumb just to keep that tight, and that will open up these so you can do your chain. So again, hook goes round, turns to the bottom as we pull it towards us, going through the loop, round, and you can see there the shape of the hook. Because you've turned it to the bottom, it will safely pull the loop through, round, round and through. Just keep working like this for your starting chain. So if you need to count your starting chain to make sure you've got enough, what you're looking for are these little V shapes, and each one of those is a chain. You don't count the one that's already on your hook, and the last one is this little V here that goes into the knot. So for example, if I was to count these, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.